Hello, beautiful people. It has been a while. I have actually been, I have a lot to say. I don't know that I'm all going to say it here, but I'll talk until I'm all talked out. I have actually been scrapping a lot of episodes, which is very unusual for me. I don't know if anybody's been checking in, because you know, I talk to myself. This is part of my therapy. So, I'm talking Aaron to myself and maybe to the two people listening. I've been focusing a lot on doing those shorts, and it's really very challenging for me to simplify anything there. It really is. Um, so I've been scrapping a lot of episodes, even actually some shorts, but there was still a lot of good material, but it's been over a month now that I have really a lot of episodes I haven't posted. So there's actually a lot of great, amazing things to report in regards to dreams coming true, but I'm not going to get into the detail right now because I actually have a list going of basically all the boxes that have been checked regarding my certain dreams coming true with my career. That's still to an extent going to take some time, but it's still definitely something that I have to share right now because it's a combination of excitement, though it doesn't sound in my voice. It's almost kind of like the way that it has appeared has been a very, what's the word? It almost feels normal if it makes sense. Like I feel like I'm very curious as to why I'm not crying more, that I'm not like emotionally, I'm sure it's still coming, but initially right now, it's kind of a little bit of the shock of just like, okay, this is what I wanted. Here it is. Now what? There's just so much more beauty coming into play, and I think I found the right phrase or words to describe that. Basically it's like I've entered into this portal of love that you never knew could exist, for sure, for me in this lifetime. Because there are certain things, okay, I'm not talking about the place, I'm talking about me and what I've gone through in my history, which I know the past is the past, but a lot of things that I've gone through in terms of living here in California for like 20 years. And there was an adjustment to people, right? And so part of it's my industry, part of it's people, part of it's different things where I've had to filter through a lot of the noise to basically find people that are like me and give as much and love as much and actually care about others. And naturally, we just do these things that we do, right? We just do, whether we're the givers or empaths or whatever we're doing. Long story long. So I've entered into this portal of love, and it feels it feels unreal. It's like, I guess I didn't expect that I would find it on so many different levels. And this is incorporating my aesthetics work, so being hands-on healing, restoring the lost art of facial massage, and all these magnificent things that, like I said, I'm not going to list here in this episode, but mostly just talking about when you enter in these situations. And I can see now, if I am learning how to hold the vibration of love. When I say that, I mean I can get myself into the states of being, but then I also revert back to negative thinking a lot of the times, and that is not being of love or acting of love when I'm thinking about that, right? Whether I'm thinking about it myself or the past or decisions or relationships or whatever it is, uh, reviewing. It's like, what do they call, like, a life review? It's kind of like, the country girl, country, city, and back to country, what has always been a part of my heart and who I am in general, and then parts of probably too, it's my Thai culture. So, and I'm voicing, it's funny because, this is also exciting and happy, and I don't want to keep bugging the people that I work around and the wonderful new manager and that. So I was like, I just got to go on the podcast and just talk and vent and share with you all the excitingness, like I said, of all the different boxes that it checks. And I have to share it because it's all a part of creating our realities. Sometimes it could take years, right? I mean, I said before, probably trashed that one episode. I said basically 13 years manifesting, but uh, on this level, I might say like 6, but I don't know, it's kind of confusing. I'm still going to go back to saying 13. It's basically better so far, it's better than I could have imagined. And one of the first things on the list was about community love. And then that got me thinking about how needs certain things as you get older, or just with experience, you realize the things that are really important to you, and really, for me, important to my mental health, since I kind of knew what it was doing to me. And also how important, since my blood family, people I do like, my dad, my mom's remarried husband, so my stepdad and my stepmom and my sister, nobody is here. So it's just different, than having in-laws and stuff like that. And so that has really, like, subconsciously affected me, and me trying to, I would say, achieve it like through community, like in Sacramento, but I feel like it really didn't ever work. Like, I really don't feel it did. And it's not a person I didn't take action, whether it was dance classes or whatever it was. Oh, I would say my Krav Maga school there for a while. But that community, that's like really important to my mental health. And I know I'm not the only one. I was just talking to somebody the other day how we both agreed that we feel like culture thinks, you should get all of those things through your significant, or, intimacy with a romantic partner. Like, that's the way to be fulfilled in life. And, that's the ultimate, or whatever it is. And it goes deeper in saying this is why and how we can relate to all each other, like on this level. It doesn't have to be like that, right? So, or I don't even know to say that it should be just to focus on the only one, because a lot of us, the uniting and everything that I talk about, this is what I feel like a lot of it is about when it comes to serving and mission work, but it provides so much fulfillment within that part of ourselves. It's kind of hard to describe to other people that might not get it or see it. So, because I don't want to make this video too long, I kind of don't really, you've heard me talk about this before, I don't want to get too scattered or unclear, or talked about too many things and too many details in my videos. So uh, I will just, what can I finish off by saying is that giving anybody hope that we can have whatever we want, all of our top thoughts, loving intentions, and the patience. Just having the patience, which I did not have. I'm not afraid to say I did not have the patience. I actually, again, didn't post, I don't think, the episode I did on persistence through struggle. I don't even know if I'm going to go back and listen to it anyway. I don't think I posted that. See, I can't even remember because I'll record stuff and like think about it for a minute and then just leave it on there. Like, maybe I'll post it later and I don't. So something is going on with me. I definitely know I'm learning some lessons regarding, really, really thinking hard before I share anything, and that includes with facial clients, of everything that I've learned, and being in the treatment room, how close you get and different things there. So that's a whole nother episode I could get into, but I'm not going to. So as promised, I'll go ahead and now I just wanted to jump on here, touch bases with you all and myself, run my mouth, get everything out of my system, and yeah. So those are my updates, and I will jump back on when I can. And hope all is well. Thank you all for listening, whoever is listening, and hopefully some sort of my stories or perceptions on certain subjects and topics will provide some value. Oh, and I will close. Final, final statement. The lady I was massaging, one of these residents I was massaging today, we were laughing about how this big event that, I ended up getting a lot of stuff. I was working it, but I got to do the services too, and I got a little gift bag and all these different things. We were laughing, or I was telling her about, it's so great. You have like these hundreds of clubs. There's 100 clubs. Like anybody can find something on anything. Like there's so many things. And I was laughing. I was also, is there one for antisocials where we can get together and not talk? That made me laugh, made us laugh. But she said, yeah, there is no reason, if there's anybody that walks away not feeling loved and living in a place like that, it's their own fault. And that cracked my shit up, because definitely, like I said, like there's 100 things to choose from. It's people have access to this whenever they want. If it's something they didn't enjoy, they could go into another part of the building. They could go home. They could, like, there's so many options, so many different things. And again, I'm just learning about all of this. So I'm going to have so much more to talk about that I will love to share with you and tell you about this place that for real exists, and people really love each other and care about each other, and there's always somebody there for you, and it fosters both independence and also, being able to get help from others. Okay, so I'll talk to you in the next video. That's all for tonight. Thanks. Bye.